Hello there everybody and welcome to episode 7 of my quick tutorial series for Dwarf Fortress. Today's topic is going to be mining and exploration. We're going to go downstairs and see what we'll find there. I'm going to cover the things that you need to know, precautions, the order of things that you will find, a couple of general things, and I hope at the end of the day this will help you out in exploring the space beneath your surface. Now, there's a quick playlist link down there below in the description box. If this is the first episode of the series, you might want to check it out. I'm explaining the entirety of the game in similar videos like these. So, that being said, let's get started. I also have prepared a little bit of something that my dwarfs are allowed to dig out. We are going to go now towards this direction. Give it a very high priority, so my miners take it at first, and this is going to be the direction where I will do my exploration. Furthermore, I'll be going towards the labor menu, and good thing, I have 3 miners now. A miner, you can assign as many as you want of them, but they won't be able to do their job if they don't have a pickaxe. So, let's see. Where are they to be found? We obviously don't have any currently. You start always with 3 of them. I was checking on out if one of them was still lying around. I'm talking about this wonderful item here. Pick. It's just depicted as pick. So this item makes a dwarf a miner, and as soon as you assign them to this, they will take a pick and be miners. Why am I talking so much about that? It's simple. A pick is a weapon, and somebody who's a miner can't be a soldier at the same time. Same is for woodcutters. They basically work the same. I wanted to put this into the beginning of this video because I've heard of stories of people accidentally putting their mining dwarfs later down the road into the soldiers tab and, well, calamities occurred. We're going to go towards this area here, and this is where we're going to do our mining. This also brings me to the point that I am going to construct a bit of a wall thing here. Let's just use the boulders for that, because we really only want a few pieces of wall there. And then we use one of the doors we have created and put it there. So, I have now created a little bit of an enclosure. Once the door is down, I could technically go here, press this button, and the door is barred. You never know what you find down there. That's one of the many things that you should know about, and therefore you better be prepared at the very least of this. If you want to explore downwards, segment off the area where you do your exploration from the rest of your city. If monsters are to be found, you don't want to have an easy time getting towards your citizens. They will get slaughtered, so have something to seal it off. What also works very nicely is using a bridge. So, in Dwarf Fortress, these are understood to be drawbridges. So you build this over the length of a corridor, and then you will need next a lever. Levers are made out of mechanisms. Remember that I did a few episodes ago this mechanics workshop? Today we're going to use it by ordering a couple of rock mechanisms. We're going to order a few of these custom crafts. Later I will do a couple of them as permanent order, but not today. So what we're looking for when we're mining are exactly these things. Here we have limonite, here we have tetrahedrite, and if you are not into metallurgy yet, at the end of the day you will. And jokes aside, if you click these boulders you see what kind of ores they are. These offer you metal. Metal is among the most desirable materials in Dwarf Fortress, alongside with gemstone. Gemstone is found here. So these are the 2 things that we're looking for after when we're mining. The 2 things that we don't want to encounter when we go downstairs are cavern entrances that we can't control, and other things that are trying to kill us, like magma. So we have now this somewhat secured, almost. To build a lever now there. And yeah, I know this is a little bit of a high amount of preparation just to go dig downstairs, but believe me when I say it is the safest way to do things. So now that the lever is installed, we press link lever. We don't have mechanisms right now produced. We're doing that later. they're making them still. They're still being transported. So we're going downstairs, and now I hold down the left shift button and use the mouse wheel once. Look at the DF hack little notification. 1 times 3 times 1. And now it's times 11. If you hold down left shift, you go down 10 digits at once. Since I want to do some exploration, I want to go like this. Meanwhile, we have this now done, and we can now left-click this bridge. So what happens now is that your dudes will carry one mechanism here, and another mechanism there, and once this procedure is done, we can flip the switch to raise the drawbridge. And then we can flip it again to lower the drawbridge. A drawbridge is one of the most massive ways to shut out things that you don't want to have in your fortress, in Dwarf Fortress. So, let's go downstairs. As you see there, our dwarves have stopped mining because there's another aquifer breach. We already know how to breach aquifers, so here a quick reminder, you just go downstairs and then you smooth the sidewalls. Alright, I will pause this video real quick to breach through the aquifer to stop us from repetitions. There we are, back on track. So this was exactly what I was talking about in my light aquifer video about that they sometimes come with way more layers. So this one has four layers of aquifer. You see the double drip here in the corners, and then comes the next different type of stone. That's a absolute giveaway that you had through the aquifers layer. Often, not always, but most of the time. And then we go deeper downstairs and then we have shale. So what I want to point out here when you're mining, you see here, there's dolomite around us. We go downstairs, still dolomite, 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 sandstone. First occurrence of aquifer, sandstone, 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 shale. Aquifer stops. So these are not, these are absolutely no coincidences. These are characteristics of the layers. The sandstone layer is the aquiferous one. So as long as there's sandstone around you, there's aquifer, and the composition of things is pretty much the same on all these levels. Also means the composition of things on these layers where there's dolomite is pretty much the same. So what have we found so far? Hematite, tetrahedrite, native platinum. Wow, it's pretty bountiful. Tiger eye. So that means all these things that we have seen here so far can be found in the dolomite area here too. So we could use these levels now to effectively start farming these items because they will be found there too. So the same logic now applies to the layers where you found shale. Here I already discovered lignite, which is a substance that you are using for metal. So we're definitely going to go for that. Let's see, does this work? Nah, it's only a gemstone. So we're going to go here. Let's see, do we? Ah, yeah, here, auto mining. We're going to use auto mining here for the first time. Auto mining is a new feature that we are experiencing for the first time. I'll just let you watch what it does. This is extremely effective if you just want to mine a certain type of stuff in a bigger scale. There you go. It automatically selects the next connected tile, if there are any, so your dwarves effectively just start strip mining the stuff, as long as there's any connected. Materials can spawn in different various forms. For example, here you see a vein form. They sometimes come as a circle-like form, ovals and such. So this game takes it very seriously when it comes down to geology. So yeah, it's pretty realistic as far as I've been told yet, at the very least. So here, let's go down 10 more levels. And here, I hope we don't hit another story of water. Eventually, you will hit now, when you do this, the caverns. Caverns come always under each fortress if no weird freak accidents have happened, and they can and will happen. Oh, more aquifer. If no of these have happened, there will be 3 different layers of caverns. We call these in the most player on the DF hack the Dwarf Fortress Wiki. Sorry, it is tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3, and that also takes into account how dangerous these areas are. The denizens of tier 1 are the least dangerous ones, and, well, it goes down like that. Once you have breached the layer where there's of the tier 3 caverns, If you go downstairs further from there, you will reach the magma ocean, which is the lowest layer before you reach the place where the evil stuff dwells, and you shouldn't go there unprepared. I'll avoid more spoilers from here on out. What this boils down to is, I hope I got it out, that wherever you go, as long as the environment is the same, the composition of items that you find is also the same. You can use auto mining for gemstone and mineral alike, and use it to get yourself a wealth or whatever you want. So here I found also bituminous coal, so our metal industry is absolutely secured. If you don't have lignite or bituminous coal available, wood serves as well. I'm going to cover metal industry though in a different episode. Oh yeah, trade, wonderful, but another day. Here I want to sum up the exploration and mining chapter like as follows. Whatever you do, take into account that when you go exploring and delving for stuff, that you always have the risk of inviting uninvited guests. For this, we have this contraption like the drawbridge. Here we go. Nothing can enter or exit anymore until we have flipped that switch again. This is one of my favorite safety mechanisms. The other way is a door just to forbid it. Whatever security device you use, you can imagine up whatever you want. This is a majestic sandbox game, and I hope you come up with your own ideas as quick as possible. There should be some thought about the fact that you're digging downstairs where monsters will emerge if you are unlucky. Miners are proficient with their picks exactly as proficient as they are in their mining skill. So as soon as somebody is a legendary miner, they are able to hit extremely hard with their mining pick, are very agile and hard to kill. A legendary miner can kill off a standard tier 1 cavern denizen pretty easily. They are no soldiers though. They are easily vulnerable, and once they are hit, they go down like civilians nevertheless. But if it's not a miner or a woodcutter, stuff just eats your dwarves. Even the most harmless critters are a really dangerous incident for your city. Especially since we haven't covered yet how to build a hospital, have we? So, jokes aside, I hope this will help you out. Besides that, organize it in the way that you want. I personally always come up with levels that I strip mine for the materials that I want to have. The way you do it is up to you. I just wanted to give you the basics that you need to think about. Once you have a breach into the caverns, here I sadly didn't manage to, it's also very important that you wall it off. The very first breach into the caverns should always be just bluntly walled off, and then you think about where you enter the caverns. I'll do a specific video about the caverns, but once you go exploring, you will hit eventually the caverns, and I don't want you leave you high and dry until I have the caverns video done. So, as a rule of thumb, just put a piece of floor on top of the stairwell, or just build a wall into the breach and wait until you have intel about it. Look up in the Dwarf Fortress Wikipedia whatever you don't know yet. Try it on your own, or wait until I have the episode done. Anyways, that's it. That's the basics about exploration. I really don't want to make it any more complicated than this. You know now what you need to know, and in the next few episodes we're going to cover trading and metal industry. So, looking forward to that. I hope so do you. Have a nice day. Leave me your comments, leave a like, leave a subscribe, and as per usual, like I said initially, there's a playlist down there below. Check it out if you need more info about Dwarf Fortress. Big thanks to all the supporters of the channel here again. I deeply appreciate you folks. And a big thanks, of course, to you for watching this video up until the very end. I appreciate your time. So, see you again, and have a wonderful day.